what's going on? Strat Soldier here. Hold on a second here. What's going on? That is Bounce That from DJ Steady B. This is the Strat Soldier with the weekend shift. Let's get to it. What's going on? Strat Soldier here. How you guys doing? That is Bounce That from DJ Steady B. His Twitch is sponsored by the Weekend Shift. Go check it out. Go check it out. They gave me a channel in there. He gave me a channel in his Discord. I am posting Strat stuff in there. I'm trying to get the DJs to the Strat stuff. So I'm teaching them as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, let me make sure all my buttons are right. I think they are. Let me put this on. Let me see. That's a great radio check. It's not radio check, sound check too. Sound check. Let me get this chat popped out here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Uh-oh, we got Michael O'Connor. Let's see here. Pop the chat out. Pop the chat out for the... so I can see it, all right? We got Michael O'Connor. Welcome to the Weekend Shift crew. Thank you so much, Michael. So you guys know, if you look at the chat, you'll see his name lit up in green right there. He is a member of the YouTube membership here on YouTube. How many times can I say YouTube? Let's count them. Anyway, he's on there, and I was doing, so there's a lot of extra things that you're going to get as a member. There are weekend shift updates, so we're going to look for actionable signals for today, for the weekend, during the weekend, for next week. And then Monday, I always do it like a free, like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's in force. And then throughout the week, we are looking at the watch list, looking at what's going on in the broader averages, and we are looking at, what's in force, what you should be getting in, what we're working in, and what you should be ignoring. And so we'll be going through that. And there are also coaching sessions in there. All right, that's for the Strat Warrior level. All right, you got the Weekend Shift crew, and you got the Strat Warrior crew. In the Strat Warrior one, I'm going to be doing macro videos, and then those coaching sessions. I'll be doing those on Saturday. I wanted to do those on Friday, but I was like, Friday came around, I was like, man, I'm exhausted. And then I was like, hey, anybody got any questions for this and that? And I didn't get any answers back. So everybody was like, nah, we tired too. So a lot of extra things in there. And I've seen other people do stuff like this, and they're like, they really don't get much. But no. I'm going to give you guys, I always over-deliver, and you know that. Thank you so much, Terry Baker in the house. Terry Baker was, he was in there with me on Wednesday for the Strat Camp webinar. I'm still waiting on an email back from one of the other participants that was in there. He didn't show up. So me and Terry Baker had a nice one-on-one session, and he got the recording for that. Justin Davis, JD, is in the house, another member of the weekend. Oh, he actually is. He's a Strat Warrior. But anyway, another member of the crew. Thank you so much. Thank you. Before we get into everything that we're going to be doing this morning, here is Woo. I had a different one. Let me set it up. That is Woo. Woo is great at what he does. And can I change the source while the show is going? Probably can't. I thought I set this up and I didn't. Come on, man. What are you doing? Oh, let's do this. Hold on. Oh, JD crushing it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. There's one more there's a different one I want to show you guys, and I got it set up here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. So the rules are, if you use a super chat, I stop what I'm talking about and I talk about what you want to talk about. And he just wants to say super duper goal crushing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Kevin Bird is in the word. Kevin Bird is the word. How do you join the crew? If you go to the channel, the Strat Camp channel, or excuse me, it's here on YouTube. I don't know. There's a member section, I'm pretty sure. I'll put it in there. I'll figure it out and I'll make a tutorial. I'll figure it out. Sorry, but it's here on YouTube. Let me see here. Here it is. This is the one I wanted to show you. All right, here we go. So this is Lifestyle Junction. Mr. F2 Rev, Mr. F2 Rev. That's pretty cool. He says, over the last few years, I've learned so much from Rob Smith and Cyberdog 2. That's me, the Strat Soldier. But the real turning point came when I focused solely on 2-2 reversals. That's when everything changed. I was able to quit my job a year ago, and now I live my life on my own terms. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I show so many people that stuff, and they go, that's pretty cool. And then they go do some other fair value gap crap. So it's so awesome. I love talking to the people that actually like go, okay, that makes sense. And then they do it. It's not about me. It's just I want to show people how to create winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. And I want to show people that yes, you can trade no matter what style it is without getting killed. Yeah, you could still be taking losses, but daggone it, those losses are small now because you know the difference. You're not just like, they're talking about GameStop. Let me throw some money on that. No. No, that's not what we do here. Well, go to the stratsoldier.com. You'll see my new ebook, Hammer in Force. That comes with a bonus vid. I'm going to be posting a one-on-one session for next Thursday, and then you'll see Combat Load. Combat Load has everything that's on the site, and you can do a little bit of digging, and you can get those things a la carte. It's not just stuck in one bundle. Anyway, that's enough about that. I just wanted to show you. I saw this this week, and I was like, that is awesome. I love that. I love that a lot. Not a lot going on this week, and the market was closed yesterday. My goodness. Boring. Boring. But if you watch my my Twitter feed, I'm gonna call it Twitter feed. There was I talked about a lot of interesting things. I posted a lot of interesting interviews. All right, and you might be seeing me go live in the middle of the night. Last Saturday, I did go live, and I did a weekend shift just so I can put one on the books and give you guys what you need and what you came for. But I'm starting to call those late night posts the late night lessons. All right, late night lessons. And then most of them are pre-recorded, but dang it, we're in there. The chat is live, and you can ask me questions, and I'll answer them. Okay. And then same thing for these coaching sessions. We're gonna do I was talking about doing a coaching session on Friday. Not getting a lot of activity on Fridays, so we'll do a coaching session today after the weekend shift, just for the members. Okay. Let's see here, and that's where I'm going to answer your questions. If you're not in the group, that's fine. Send me your questions anyway. Send me your questions anyway. There you go. And I'll answer them. All right, let's see who's out here. We got Mr. Luciano. We got somebody new. We got the Creole Kid. I think I said that right. That's pretty cool. Michael O'Connor. I had to block a different Michael O'Connor because there was an imposter out there. Can you believe that? Goodness gracious, Michael, you made it. You made it up there. People are trying to imitate you. A beach bum is in the house. You might see my beautiful, beautiful complexion. I spent some time in Orange Beach, Alabama, on the beach. Oh, it was so amazing. It was so awesome. Walking on the sand along the beach line and watching other people, not watching, but seeing other people have fun with their families. And I'm like, this is what it's about. This is why I trade the Strat. I didn't learn how to do this stuff so I can stare at the screens for hours a day. It can be fun, and I was that person for a while, but I learned it so that I can see what's going on, set my orders, move on. All right. And then there were a lot of inside days this week, a lot of inside days. And I would type on Twitter, hey, inside day, doing nothing, do nothing, go outside. But, you know, we had some people that wanted to trade anyway. One of those people was JD, Justin Davis. Yeah, I'm calling you out, JD, trading on an inside day. Hey, he made 3 digits worth of money to the highs, and he kept it. And he kept it. And we started talking about other things, and he goes, nah, that would have been over trading. That's a different person I'm talking to here. He did the Strat Camp webinar. He did a one-on-one. We also got together and we talked about how to set up his TrendSpider, and this is a different person I'm talking to. This is a completely different person. This person, the person before knew how to make money. This new guy, he's gonna be keeping money. All right. We got Kevin Bird. How's everybody out there? Kevin Bird, is the investment group, how are they doing? And are they liking the recording from the Strat Camp webinar you guys are in? Let me know. Let me know. Terry Baker also got the one more thing in my intro. I got a minute 20 seconds left. Terry Baker actually got the combat load bundle, which gives you everything on the website, all right, thestratsoldier.com, everything, all right, and he's got a free one-on-one coming to him soon, all right, when he tells me he's ready. If you bought that combat load and you haven't gotten your one-on-one yet, email me, all right, email me. Maybe you forgot you got that, all right, it's a part of it, so let me know, and we will talk. You've had time to go through all the material, all the courses, all the ebooks, everything, and now it's time to narrow down what you good at, and maybe you don't really need, I don't need no one-on-one. I got this. Still, use it. That way you get what you paid for, and you can tell me how you're doing it, all right? Let me see here. I got 30 seconds because it was an inside day, not a lot going on. There's a lot of inside days and inside weeks, so we'll be talking about, we'll be looking around. What I did, well, I'll talk about it I'll show you guys what I did. Here just in a second, not too crazy. A lot of inside days. Again, it was closed yesterday. JD says 2-2 reversals, Momo hammers, shooters, and break of an inside bar are very powerful actionable signals. That's right, because we are looking for hammers, shooters, inside bars. If you learn how to master those actionable signals, and then just 3 reversals. In the Strat Camp, I talk about webinar, I talk about 3 reversals. I talk about the 2-2 reversal, the 2-1-2 reversal, and the 3-1-2 reversal. And of course, there's those continuations, okay? If you just master those, you can trade all that other stuff. There's a lot of strat combos and things like that, but if you just master those 3, that's all you need, really. And that's on any time frame. Any time frame, that's all you need. All right, that's my time for my intro. Let's see what's going on in the charts. Let's do it. All right, here we go. When I trade with all 4 time frames up, just like this: the month, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. What is that? That says monthly. Let's try this again. When I trade with all 4 time frames up just like this: the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. And this shows me what? Say it, kids. Say it.
Time frame continuity.
Time frame continuity. Let me get my big old head. Get your big old head out the way. Let me see what's going on with the charts. Get your big head out the way. We don't have a lot of people out here, but I'm still going to deliver. I'm over-deliver, okay? I'm not sitting here doing this for likes or just for likes. I do love the likes, and I do love the subscribes. Help us get to 2,000 subscribers. That'd be great. But I'm not just doing it for that. I want you guys to really learn this stuff, and then just, if you only learn like one little thing, and take that away, and you actually apply it, hey, I'm 100% happy. We are in the, okay. All right, Kevin Bird says we are in the green and they are still in the course. Very good, very good. I love that. I love that. That is awesome. So right before the weekend shift, if you go to my Twitter feed, I'm going to call it Twitter. If you go to my Twitter feed, you will see I shared this weekly signals watch list. All right, and then I told you guys if you have TrendSpider to import it. So JD, remember I was talking about this. I want you to, when I share this thing, all right, you'll see a bunch of instructions here. All right, I'm not showing you anything like secret or nothing like that, but the biggest thing I want you guys to see is once somebody subscribes for weekly signals, they'll have their own read-only copy of it. All right, now you can copy it and do other things with it. Anytime you update this watch list, your subscribers will be able to opt in for accepting the updates. In case if you revoke public access or remove the list, all the subscribers will retain their copies. Okay? And it's just a little reminder down here that this is the Weekend Shift Weekly watch list, all right? Now, I do the same thing with the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner, all right? Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner, same thing. And then the Hammer Time Scanner updates on its own, and this looks for hammers on the 30-minute charts, all right? So what you will be doing is you'll be looking for these hammers. You're like, okay, is that a hammer? No. All right, hold on. Hasbro, He-Man. We getting some He-Man? Maybe. Hammer on the 30. Okay, now the market's closed. All right, this is just a demonstration. Hammer on the 30. All right, now you know that doesn't go in force until the next, until the next half an hour. So that gives you time to go, okay, now we're making some trading plans. I'm going, okay, Hasbro, hammer. Hub, what's Hub? Do I want to get in on a Hub? Hub's got a hammer, all right, but it's green on the month, red on the week, red on the daily. It's got a hammer. If that goes in force, it's going to go here, here, here. Skip it. I don't like it. TPL, all right, green on the month, 2-2 reversal up on the week. A little bit red on the day. Is that a hammer? No, I don't even know what. Oh, yeah, it is. If you zoom it in really teeny tiny, it is a tiny, teeny, tiny hammer, all right? But if that goes in force, is that, likely to go way up here? I don't know. This stock is $1,000. I've never heard of this. TPL. Anyway, this gives you a reason. Remember, actionable signals give you a reason to expect the price to move, and they give you a reason to create a trading plan, not just any random 2 up and 2 down. Now, yes, it is a 2-2 reversal, but you're not really planning on anything. You're just going, all right, it's 2 down. Let me see if we can find one. All right, it's going 2 up. Let's see if it keeps going 2 up and then it goes 2 down. You're like, all right, well, it's a 2-2 reversal down. It's got to go, right? So then it goes down for a little bit. It comes right back up. You're like, it's just it's easier if you look for actionable signals, all right? Actionable signals. So that's what Hammer Time Scanner does. I really didn't mean to talk about that, but I did. And the Hammer Time Scanner and the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanners are 2 scanners that I made myself here in TrendSpider. Let me know, and I will give you the link so you can import it as well. So let's go look at what SPY did for the week. Not much. If you've been watching the Weekend Shift updates, you know what I'm about to say. 2-2 continuation down on the month. Red. All right, inside on the week, inside on the week. Now, you can get away with trading things inside on the week. You can. All right, it's forming an inside bar. You can get away with that because the range is big, all right? Me, for example, if it's inside week, I'm being careful. And I'm not, for me to get in on this, it's got to be dang near about the trigger on the week, all right? If it's inside week, I normally just leave it alone. Kevin Bird's the same way. Inside week, nah, man. We'll go do something else. Why? Because look at this. All right, here, look at this. Let's see. Let's get some horizontal lines up in this mug. All right. Teaching lines. Give me my teaching lines. Give me my teaching lines. What was Monday? Monday was the 14th. All right. 14th, which was here. Bam. All right. So the 14th to the 17th, we only had 4 days to work with. All right. So from here to here, up, 2 down. Let's put the labels on for the kids in the back. Also me too, because these things are kind of nasty. 2 up, inside bar, 2-1-2 reversal down, inside on the day. So it just went burn. It really didn't do a lot. If you want to, you could do something like this. you know, with TrendSpider, you can really use these tools to your advantage. All right, they're supposed to be professional tools for average, everyday people. All right, just like Sly and Family Stone, just like Sly said. All right, I am everyday people. All right, and I ain't got time to look at every 5-minute candle. Not me. All right, this ain't doing a whole bunch. This is kind of just I ain't doing a bunch. All right, that's caused that, that's that inside week. If you're still having an issue, you're like, what's it really do? I'm having trouble seeing that. You can always drop down to a line chart and you can see not doing a bunch. All right, you can always drop down to a line chart. I'm a part of this problem too, where in the Strat, and other trading systems, we get so caught up on looking at the bars and the candles and looking for the stuff, and sometimes you just got to go to a line chart and zoom out and go, what is this thing actually doing? What's it really doing? All of this is trapped in this. It's in this. Here's the broadening formation. Oh, come on. $Sand with the super chat. Thank you so much. He says, Happy Easter, Jay. Thank you. Happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to you. We like the sevens. Okay. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. That's Happy Easter to everyone, all right? And while we're here, another big reason why I do the weekend shift on Saturdays instead of Sundays, you need a day to rest your brains. You know what I mean? Sunday, it's going to be Easter anyway. Be with your family. Enjoy your grandkids, enjoy your nieces, nephews, enjoy yourself and your dog if it's just you or your cat. I'm kind of being silly, but I'm not, because we all have different situations. Enjoy it. All right, you don't have to keep poring over the charts over and over and what's going to happen next and blah blah blah. We know. Rob showed us. We know what's going to happen. All right. Well, we have a pretty good idea. We have a pretty ding good idea. So inside on the day, not doing a whole bunch. Inside on the day on Friday, not doing a whole bunch. And you can see these weeks inside on the week. I'm trying to show you. I kind of lost track of what I was saying. This ain't doing much, right? And then here's your 60s for the week. Back here. We probably should move this one to the end of the week, huh? Here's your 60s for the week, not doing a whole bunch, right? Is that something to scream about? No. You probably made a little money here. I know JD made a little money right there, for your 60s for the week, but not doing a whole bunch. Nothing to scream about, all right? Nothing to really scream about. All these bars trapped in these bars, okay? Hold on. Let me make it a little better. I'm emphasizing this because on Twitter I see a lot of, well, we made this much and we made that much. That's good. I am happy for those people. People have different situations. All right. If you're working a 12-hour shift, you ain't got time for this. Nope. You're working with those lawyers to sell your small business. You ain't got time for this. All right, you got kids. You got to take to. You got band practice. You got band practice. You got soccer, and then the kids doing karate too. You ain't got time for this. All these bars trapped in these bars. Okay, so you didn't miss nothing. You ain't missed nothing. Brent is in the house. What's up, Brent? We're just trying to get into it. Good morning, everybody. From work. He's in work right now. Don't get in trouble. Don't turn me up too loud. Don't turn me up too loud. They're going to be like, Brent, what are you listening to over there? Nothing. Nothing. All right. So, inside on the week, not doing a whole bunch. We'll turn these off for now. Dow Jones, same thing. A little nastier here. QQQ, they still hate you. All right. 2 continuation down on the month. Inside on the week. Here's your days. Here's your 60s. Now, let's go back to the weekly chart because all of them are pretty much the same. We do have an inside week for next week. All right. Let's talk positive. There is an inside week for next week. All right. But let's look at what's happening on the month and the week. because we're looking for what's happening on the week to reconfirm what's happening on the month. Right now, sellers have been in it. Sellers been selling. A lot of people don't know what's going on with tariffs and tariffs and the economic situations and Powell. The president said, I'm firing Powell. Powell's done. And Powell's like, you ain't firing me, son. You ain't got that power. Shoot. I don't know who you talking to. It's just Jay Powell up in here, dog. Jay Powell said, I'm from the streets. You ain't firing me, dog. Anyway, look at these headlines. The headlines are so big. Look at them. From Benzinga News. Shout out to Benzinga. Look at these headlines. Huge. All right. So what's that mean? That means it's really newsy right now. All right. Really newsy right now. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Ooh, he says, Brent says, I got them shocks on. I got shocks too. That's interesting. We might be the same person because I got shocks as well. I'm not even kidding. I love them because they sit, where am I at? They sit right here they don't even go in your ears. They sit on the side. But even then, I got them jokers turned way up. And they're like, how come you can't hear me? I'm like, oh man, I got my headphones on. Brent, I got them headphones on for a reason, Anyway, he got them shocks. Some things are good. That's a good invention. All right. Working across the AOP bot stuff. Finds reversals on the 60-minute, and that becomes full time frame continuity. All right, very good. Yes, work on that, JD. It's in the AI strategies. You got the custom indicator. You can make your own indicator if you want. The stock market map, I like this one too. Maybe we should do this sometimes just to make it a little easier to see what's happening out there. What do you guys think? You guys like that? There's not a lot to look at, so whatever we want to talk about, we can, all right? We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. The market is exhausted. It's tired. I was tired, boss. That's the market right now. I'm tired. Apple to the highs. Let's look at Apple. Let's look at Apple. All right. It did go 322 back up. Kind of messy.
The 322.
Kind of messy, but it is in this level of reclaim right here. Me and Terry Baker were talking about levels of reclaim earlier this week. And yeah, very good. Now, got up in here. That's really good. Here's your actionable signal right above $200. It did go up and came right back down. So you got it. The color of the bars do matter. They do matter. And then here's your 60s not doing a bunch. Bleh. All right. That's the whole market. All right. Apple. Remember, we got that bot. Here's our bots. No, let's do sidebar bot. Trading bot bar widget. Add new column because I'm going to take it off. Here's this bot, this 30-minute two-tier reversal bot scalp bot that Jason Krutsky made us. Okay. All right, he made us this bot. So let's do this. Can I clone? Can I share this thing from here? Create, setting those notifications. I'll figure it out. See if, no, I don't want it to stop. Anyway, so what this does will show you when to get. You'll get a text message and when to get in and then when to get out. All right, but look for those actionable signals. Don't just blindly use it. But you can also set this up with Signal Stack. Signal Stack is also a TrendSpider company, and it will trade for you. It will trade for you. I'm working on that right now. That's something that they gave me access to, and I haven't really used it a whole bunch, but I'm going to just very soon. All right, very, very soon. He said, I need that. I need it. I need it. If you go to that Jason Krutsky weekend shift, it's in the description. All right, I put the link in there in the description. Copy the link, import it into TrendSpider, and it will be working for you. What's Apple doing on the insiders? Selling. We got some people getting it though. We got some people awarded some stocks. All right, let's do this. Let me get my big old head out the way. Get your big head out the way. We got some people awarded some stocks. All right, okay, they're trying to get in here. All right, cool, very neat. There's not a lot to look at, guys. What do you guys want to look at? Come on now, put your tickers in the chat that you want to look at. A lot of inside weeks, okay? So we know that. We do know that. What's Microsoft doing? Put your tickers in the chat that you want to look at. Microsoft still kind of bleeding out a little bit. Not, you know, not nearly well, yeah. I was going to say not getting demolished, but it is. It's moving. It's, you know, now Doji on the month is going to start moving back up. All right. We'll see. We'll see. What do you guys want to look at? Put it in the chat. NVIDIA. People talking about NVIDIA. Excuse me. People talking about NVIDIA. NVIDIA not doing a bunch. All right. A lot of people selling NVIDIA. But then also a lot of people awarded NVIDIA. All right. They're like, give me a little bit. Tim was like, give me a little bit. Give me 5,000. Give me 500,000 ish. 57,000 ish. Give me a little bit. He's like, and Donald's like, I don't know about that. Give me 8,000 ish. This guy, Deborah. No, yeah, Deborah. It is Deborah. Deborah said, give me 122,000. Give me 122,000 ish. It's shares, but I'm being funny out here. DTLOO, Dollar Tree. From the weekend shift watch list, Dollar Tree. Let's look at the weekend shift watch list from last week. The weekly signals, and Dollar Tree was on there, and it did go in force. Nice 3-1-2 reversal up on the week. Beautiful. I can't do that. I wish I could. Above $75.81. It was great. It hit target at $79.22. 22 cents. All right, it did it. It did it. Win. It was a win. It was a ding-dang win. Look at that. Ding, 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 ding. Oh.
Bingo!
That's the one I was looking for. Bingo. I had looking for some water. That's a win. That's what I'm talking about. You can still be in Dollar Tree. Because if you zoom out, you'll see Dollar Tree used to be somebody. Come on now. Now, what did you notice when you first started zooming out? When we first started zooming out, what'd you notice? Look at this thing trading sideways. All right, let's turn this thing in the line charts. Look at that. Ranging, but it is moving back to the highs. All right, but ranging, not doing a bunch. Come on now. That doesn't mean get out. It just means it used to be somebody, and then you caught a reversal, 3-1-2 reversal up, and hopefully you get up in here, $97. Hopefully you get up in here, $149. So then when everybody's just like, oh man, we're waiting on earnings on Dollar Tree because it's been great, and you're like, it might get up to 107, and you're like, hey, whether it does or doesn't, I got in way down here at $75. So Dollar Tree. All right. Dollar Tree. Very good. No reason to get out just yet. Honestly, to get up in the 107, to get up in the 150, and then have something that started down here, it's easier to do that with shares. I know there's leaps with the options, and you could buy options way super far out. I personally haven't had success with things like that. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm saying I personally have not had success with it. I will continue to experiment. All right, with that. But there's people that do that. All right. So Dollar Tree, when is that an actionable signal for next week? No, it's done. So take it off. Remove. Please remove. Anthony said consolidating swinging calls from May to June. All right, $90. All right, so he's doing those. Notice what he said. The May to June time frame. All right, so you don't have to get options that are 0 DTE or weekly expiries. You can get options far out. All right. TV inside the week. Nope, 2 up on the week. No actionable signals. Get rid of it. MOH 2 reversal back down. It picked the direction back into time frame continuity of the month. WSM inside on the week. We'll leave it. That's an actionable signal. Chevron still stuck inside. That Momo shooter did not go in force. All right. So we could have a situation where this starts to go back up. So we'll leave it there. JBL inside on the week. We'll leave it. MPC inside on the week. And a and a hammer. And a hammer. All right. ED. ED to the highs. Ed did it, man. Ed, I knew you're my boy, Ed. You're my boy, Ed. All right, that's a win. All right. Well, it didn't hit target. Well, we'll take it off. It didn't hit target. We'll take that off. But it did go in force, so you can still be in that. The target's 114.87. All right. It's a winning trade right now. So Ed, you could still be in that. Is that an actionable signal for next week? No. So we'll take it off. Put some tickers in here. Sand super chat. Thank you so much. Sand Dollar say here's some coffee for you. Oh, Sand Dollar say here's some coffee. Thank you, Sand Dollar. Thank you. Also, if you go right here to the super chat button, there's some big ones, there's some little ones. If I get 5 super chats, we'll do a Q&A on Sunday. I usually take Sundays off because I want to hang out with my fam, but for you guys, we'll do it. Let me see here. So what? In force to the highs. You can still be in that. Very good. All right. Very good. You can still be in that. Next week, more than likely going to open up inside week. But you can still be in that. If you got here $90, the target's 93. All right. So used to be somebody. Well, actually still is somebody. It's almost staying there all-time highs. Right. So what is doing great. Dollar Tree. Oh, okay. We got a ticker. We got a ticker. Someone put it in there. So let's go to the ticker. QUBT. What is this? Quantum. What's the actionable signal? What are you looking for? Potential 2-2 reversal back down. Insight on the month. Why do you like this? What is this? Quantum computing. All right. Okay. What is this? It's been around for a while. Whoa, geez, whoa. This is somebody. Hold on. Used to be somebody. Hold on. We got to go back in time, way back. I'm going back to Cali. Man, back in May 2008, quantum computing was it. $800. Wow. Used to be somebody. 800. Then 2009 they were like 400. They could probably still make it, but then right here's the shooter on the month right here on October 2009, and that pretty much killed it. And it's been trading sideways. And it ain't dead. It ain't completely dead. And it's above $5. Anything below $5 is a penny stock. And I don't trade penny stocks, okay? So be careful with this. Quantum computing. Trying to get, they did something good here. Maybe there was an AI thing. Maybe the one of the quantum things worked out and they were like, okay, good. Finally, it's working again. All right, so be careful with this. Let's see if we can get back up in here. Or is it going to go to, it's inside on the week. Is it going to go 2 up above $9.35 or 2 down below $4? Oh, excuse me. Let me do that again. Is it going to go 2 up above $8.49 or 2 down below $5.89? All right. That's how those inside bars work. That's on the month. Potential 2-2 reversal back down on the week, but I'll put this on here for you. I don't like it. I want to skip it. Well, it's inside on the month. I'm going to skip it. I'm skipping this one, Sand Dollar, but that's good. That's good. I appreciate it. Let's look at Pacey anyway. Let's look at Pacey. What's Pacey talking about? Pacey forming a hammer on the month. And no actionable signal for next week, but we've been watching this for a while. Sand Dollar got in way down in here and still rocking. Remember I was talking about if you got caught up on my words. If you get in way down here, You don't care what this thing, way up in here, 216, it's getting a little wonky and trading sideways and being crappy. Sand dollar does not care. All right, let it do all that. Let the Strat soldier laugh at everybody because it's still stuck in this mother bar from way back here.
That's a mother bar issue.
All right, he don't care. He got in here way down here, 144. Let me move my head. 144.14. All right, sand dollar, and that's just the estimate for you sharks out there trying to stop hunt my dude. Here we go. All right, so still working. I told him once this thing goes 2 up on the month, I'm in. What's it doing on the month? I should have got in way back here at 174. We'll see. What's it doing on the year? This is on the macro list. Potential 2-2 reversal back up on the year at 243. You can set an order for 243 on the year and just wait. Just let it sit. Maybe 1, maybe 2 shares. Let it sit. If it goes in force, it'll go in force, and then you'll be in. And the next target is 373. Okay? Trading does not have to be so hard. It doesn't have to be so hard. Don't make it so hard, guys. But you guys are here, and you know that, all right? I don't preach to the choir. Inside on the quarter, it goes 2 up on the quarter. It actually goes 3 on the quarter at 229.43. So we'll see what they want to do. Pacey. Pacey picking a slow pace. Utilities was the answer was the name of the game for this week. 322 back up. We knew about that.
The 322.
It didn't really hit target, but it's looking good. LNT, no actionable signal for next week. LNT did go in force, came back down. Now shooter on the week for a shooter counter hammer type of situation. All right, deck insight on the week. We'll leave it there, even though it ain't doing great. Dominion did go hammer and force. Now shooter counters hammer type of situation. What's this mean? All right, you used to hear Rob say all the time, shooter counter hammer. What this is hammer 2-2 reversal back and forth. It did work, but then the sellers got what they want. Buyers got what they wanted. Sellers took control on a smaller time frame. Now we have a situation where all these buyers could be getting stopped out and getting wrecked. All right, and we always want to trade against people in a losing position. Why? Because it speeds up liquidity, because they're forced to get out of their positions. All right. Price does not bounce. The song I played at the beginning for my little holdover song while I was getting things together, bounce that. All right. I love DJ Steady B. I like that because people are always talking about the price bouncing. All right. Price cannot bounce. Price aggregates. For every buyer, there has to be a seller, and for every seller, there has to be a buyer. Okay? Price aggregates up or down, buying and selling. All right? So when people are, when people are forced to get out of losing positions, they have to get out now. They have to. People in winning positions, they have the luxury to go, maybe I'll stay in here. Maybe I'll add. Maybe maybe I'll just hold here and not do anything, just watch it. Maybe I'll whatever. Maybe I'll get some options on this as well because it's working. You have that luxury when it's winning position. When it's a losing position, get out. Just cut it. All right. Shocks are awesome. Designed by Navy SEALs. I didn't know that. They work even better yes, they do. They work even better when you have earplugs in. Yes, they do. I did not know they were invented by Navy SEALs. I didn't know that. So when I'm driving, some soldier bumped their head in a truck back in 1985. So they make everybody wear helmets when you're driving. So anyway, I got my helmet on, I got my shocks on, and I got my earplugs in because the truck is so loud, right? And yes, they work better with they work so much better with your with earplugs in. Brent, I'm so glad you're here. He said, let me see Hertz. He wants to rent a car. He wants to rent a car and go hang out with Beach Bum. Let me see here. HTZ. We're going to go see if Shocks have a stock. I love that product. Let's see if they got a stock. But anyway, to the highs. Hertz says, give me my rental car back. Give it back. All right, it went 2 to reversal in force on the month, right above $4.39, and now it's at $8. Now, I just said we don't trade penny stocks. I just said that. But dang it, if you know what you're doing, who am I to tell you? Who am I to tell you? All right, if you know what you're doing, who am I to tell you? All right, $8.24. Take away, that went in force at $4.39. $4.39 equals $3.85. $3. There's the math. $3.85. All right. You bought one share. You just made $3. All right. Good. Times 100. You made $385. All right. $385. So, all right, big squeeze on Hertz, big squeeze. Michael O'Connor, big squeeze. Now, I could keep scaling this, talk about 200 shares and 300 shares and 500 shares, but just for, I'm doing this just for people that want to, I know people love to trade options, but if you look at the options chain, you'll probably find options that are way more expensive than the actual stock. Do not buy options that are $200 options on an $8 stock. That's stupid. Okay? We talk about using a little bit of capital to make a lot of capital. All right? Use a little to make a lot. That's always the goal. All right? So, when you're trying, don't look at Hertz and go, oh, there's an option there's a $7 option on Hertz. Why? It's probably not real, but I'm just saying, I'm using this for example because there's other stocks that look exactly like this. I bet you Hertz has a $35 option. That's probably a lot more reasonable and a lot more realistic. A $35 option on an $8 stock. Just buy the stock. Just buy the stock. Anyway. $385. $385 if you just would have bought 100 shares of that. All right? Let's just say you bought half. You bought 50 shares of this thing, and then it started working, and it's working good. You add another 50. All right? And it keeps going, still good, add. Come on now. Come on now. Can't fight the calculator. You can fight all kind of stuff. You can talk about fake trades. And you can talk about, well, he ain't do that, and I ain't see him. Every tax time, people come up and start talking about how all these other traders and people are fake. I want to see your trading statements. Okay, so you show me your trading statements. Well, I want to see your 1099. So you show me your 1099. Well, I want to see live recordings of you trade. That's what I want to see. It just keeps going. Well, I want to be in your house while you do it. It doesn't end. You can watch LeBron James slam dunk a basketball every weekend. It's not gonna, you can get some tidbits, you can write things down, you can go, okay, well, he steps here, then he slams it, or he's got a defender on him, so he does this and this, then he slams it. You can take all the notes you want. But until you actually get on the court and start throwing the ball or trying to dunk the ball, you will not know how far you can jump, how high you can jump. You won't know any of that stuff. Your steps, your pivots, all that stuff. You won't know any of that. Some of you haven't jumped off the ground in years. I'm not trying to turn this into a fitness speech. I'm just saying, quit trying to dunk the ball all the time. Learn how to shoot free throws. Learn how to layup. Learn how to do layups. Some of you guys ain't good at any of that, but you're Stephon Curry and you like to shoot. You're really good at shooting threes. All right. Maybe that's probably Terry Baker. He probably just sits back and just goes, oh, okay, I'm waiting. Then he gets the rock, he gets the ball, runs out to the 3-point line, shoots, bam, scores. And then he goes back, goes back to playing the game, goes back to watching, seeing where the ball goes, what's going on, So what I'm saying is not everybody has to trade options. There's different ways to trade. What I'm saying is you can make money with shares. Not everything's with options. And not everything with stocks or options. You could trade with futures. You could trade with Forex. You could trade with crypto. Find something that works for you and stick to it. Stick to it. I have a crypto trader that works. There's a crypto trader that I worked with that's in Australia. She's trading crypto. All right. She's also trading Roblox and a couple other things, but she's doing really good with crypto. All right. Using the Strat. Using the Strat. I know. You're like, we ain't come here for a speech, man. We know. That's for the other people that got me on their big screen TV. All right, so Hertz. Putting the hurting on them. Hertz is putting the hurting on them. Look at that. Inside and up on the quarter. What's it doing on the year? Uh-oh. Hertz trying to get their act together. Started in 2021. All right, it goes 2 up on the year at $10. If it goes, we got a lot of year left. It goes 2 up on the year, the target's $20. Now, if Brent got in on this at $4 and it's up at 20, and I'm over here making fun of everybody who tried to get in during earnings, look at it selling off. Where's it at now? 17. Ha ha, y'all dumb. You dumb. You know, and Brent's gonna go, I don't care. I got in at $4 and I'm still in. That's what Brent's gonna say, because he knows the Strat. Anyway, anybody got any more tickers? It's starting to slow down. Anybody got any more tickers? I'm sure you guys are getting ready for Easter stuff. I know I am at my house. Let's keep looking at this list. EQT, still, it went in force, still good. No reason to get out. A lot of inside weeks for next week. EXC did go in force, still good. No reason to get out. Inside on the week, we'll leave it on there. HP, inside on the week, we'll leave it on there. And then key, we'll leave it on there. All right, let's go to the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner real quick. Well, let's do broader averages, and then we'll look at utilities. That was good. XRT, inside on the week, we'll put that on the watch list. We look for tech stuff. Going to be a lot of inside weeks, all right? So I'm not going to go through all of them. That's retail, XRT retail. XLK Tech, inside on the week, we'll put that on there. It's already on there. No. Weekly watch list. There it is. Weekly signals, okay? I want you to go through these sectors on your own. I'm gonna be doing some, and I'll be posting charts as well, okay? XLE, inside on the week. Most things inside on the week, guys, okay? Guys and gals. Biotech, nope, leave it alone. Healthcare, do something with you. Most things inside on the week. Come on now. XLP did good. Consumer staples did good. Cheese, ketchup, things like that. Semiconductors inside on the week. All right. RSP, the S&P 500 equal weighted inside on the week. All right. This gives all the stocks the same weight. All right. The same weight. You said 2-2 reversal. You said key reversal. Were 2-2 reversal and what? Wait a minute. What? The key reversals. I said. Oh, 3 main reversals you need to work with is master. The 3 reversals you need to master are 2-2 reversal, 2-1-2 reversal, and 3-1-2 reversal. You master those 3, you can do all the other ones. Of course, you have 2-1-2 continuation and 3-1-2 continuation. But if you just master those 3 Strat reversals, you can do all the other ones. A pivot machine gun to the highs starts with a 2-2 reversal. Okay? A pivot reversal to the lows starts with a 2-2 reversal. A Rev Strat starts as a 2-1-2 reversal up and then goes 2 down. All right? And then vice versa. I'm trying to think, a Randy Jackson is a Rev Strat, but then it goes the opposite way, all right? It fails the other way too, all right? I'm trying to think of another one. From Terry Baker, an inside outside bar situation. You're looking for a 3-2 up or a 3-2 down, all right? I'm trying to think of another one. Kicking patterns. Kicking patterns, in short, are a 2-2 reversal, up or down. It's just that it gapped, and everybody who's here is now underwater because it gapped up, kicking pattern, and now everybody here is in losing position. Same if it was this way, okay? If a kicking pattern to the downside, let me switch my hand. Kicking pattern to the downside, everyone who bought this stock is now losing, all right, the very next morning, all right? So, you know, we always overcome. I think it's natural for human beings to overthink things because our brains are designed to problem solve, and we overthink things to the point where it seems like it's impossible. You know, we're making it too hard. But if you just focus and master 2-2 reversal, 2-1-2 reversal, 3-1-2 reversal, you can do it all. I'm not seeing a lot of actionable signals out here. I'm not, guys. Well, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Lots of inside weeks for next week. Okay, I got caught up in what I usually say. Lots of inside weeks for next week. We can look through usual suspects if you guys want. I'm probably going to close this one down. AMD inside on the week. Boeing inside on, nope, it went 2 up on the week. Momo Hammer though, that could work. That could work. All right. Baba. Nope. Beyond the Meats. Still, I can't believe it's still alive. $2.76. I don't trade penny stocks. Ugh. Chewy, dog food. 3-2 up. All right, dog food. Why is dog food important? Let's look at dog food on the year. All right, looking for that 2-2 reversal up at $39.17. Goes in force at $39.17, and the magnitude is $53. Come on, dog food. Come on, Fido. Get up there. All right. Carvana inside on the week. D-Dog. Let's put Carvana on the weekly watch list. The usual suspects list are stocks that are not necessarily in a sector. D-Dog inside on the week. DraftKings inside on the week. Lots of stuff inside on the week. Dollar Tree, we already talked about that. Ford, what's Ford doing? Did go hammer and force, and let's change this to the month. Hold on. All right. Ford, all right. F-Cell, below penny stock, not touching it. FedEx, where's my packages at? Inside on the week. Roblox, $2 stock. I don't touch $2 stocks. Get it off. Remove, all right. Jack in the Box, all right. Lemonade, inside on the week. Lulu, all right, inside on the week. Marna, look at this, all this stuff getting killed. No reason to, MSTR, 2-2 reversal back up on the week. It did good. You could still be in that. That could be a good winning position to get back to the highs there. Netflix at 1,000. Netflix says, I do not give a crap what's happening out there. I don't care. Netflix at 1,000. All right. This is going to be my last point, and I'm going to get off of here, okay? If you got in and on a 2-1-2 reversal up on July 20th, in July 2022, above $200, if you just bought a $205 stock, let me see here, $200 stock right there. It's easier to say that way, $205. One or two stocks, just one or two, all right, and just held it. Add right here, 2-2 reversal back up. Maybe add right here. All right, you don't care that this stock is just bouncing around at all-time highs because you got in at $200. Okay, everybody thinks I'm just okay. All right, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna start talking a certain way, but I'm not gonna talk like that. The ending price right here is $9.73. 03. Take away $205.56 equals $700. That's $700 on one stock. $700 on one stock. Okay. Times 5. Okay. That's $3,000. Maybe somebody will get in the chat and they'll tell me my math is wrong. Maybe somebody will get in the chat and tell me, or later on they'll text me like, that's not really how you calculate that. I don't think so. I don't think they will. Do the math on your own, okay? Kind of like reading Rainbow. Don't take my word for it. Dun, dun. You bought 5 shares of this, you're making $3,000 right now. All right, that's it. I'll make that point. That's it for the weekend shift, man. That's it. I don't think I have anything else other than that. Wrong button. Okay. This is a Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Thank you for everybody being in here. And give me 5 minutes. I'm going to start a live, and we're going to do our coaching session live right now because we got 2 members in here. So we're going to do our coaching session. You guys ask me questions about the Strat and or anything else you want to look at, and we're going to do it. Okay. Happy Easter, everybody. Uh-oh, Aaron Bailey said my car broke down and maybe missed the whole thing. I'm sorry, Aaron. It's recorded, man. Sorry about that. He got a 2-2 reversal down on the car. All right. I'm sure he's going to do what he needs to do to get that reversal and get that car going again. All right. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Look through some charts, do some stuff, and get to a point where you can close your laptop and then go about your day. All right. And then have a good weekend. I don't just trade the Strat, I live the Strat, all right? So don't get triangled out on your personal relationships. You got to make a phone call. You're inside bar on something. You got to make a phone call. You got to shoot a text, maybe drive somewhere. Do it. I suggest you do it, all right? That was a lesson that I got. Rob taught me face to face. The Strat it's a lifestyle, all right? And you don't look at your problems and your situations like, oh, this is bad and this is terrible. Nah, man. Hey, you used scenario 3 on the week. The week started great, and now it's kind of sucking. Wait a minute. Scenario 3 on the week. It's cool. Just be cool. Let the weekend consolidate. And then Monday, bam, 3-1-2 reversal back up. You got your car running again. You got your baby's, she's happy again. All right. Or he or she is happy again. Easter was fantastic. The kids didn't fight, and everybody's full of chocolate, and everybody's happy again. I'm just making that up. All right. Maybe I'm the only one that has issues with those things. I'm gonna guess not. So what I'm saying is, do what you need to do to get those reversals, all right? We create winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. And if that situation is just not working out, cut it. I'm going to leave it on that. This is a Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Give me about 5 minutes. We'll start the coaching session. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.